The unthinkable has happened. Nolan Grayson is back on Earth, and for the first time in his 1,000-year life, he looks absolutely terrified. We open on a rooftop bathed in a sunset that feels like an ending, not a beginning. Nolan drops a massive bombshell on Mark. The Viltrumite Empire is dying. There are only 50 of them left in the entire universe. They were desperate, and Earth was supposed to be their new cradle. Nolan tries to claim he's changed, that Mark is the only good thing to come out of his centuries of lies. Mark isn't ready to call him dad yet, but he's a realist. He knows the Viltrumite fleet is coming to finish what Nolan started, and without his father's help, Earth is just a giant graveyard waiting to happen. They strike a deal. They leave for Telescria in 2 weeks to join the coalition of planets. But Nolan has one more ghost to face before he leaves orbit. He walks into his old home to find Debbie. The silence between them is deafening, heavy with the weight of the thousands of people Nolan murdered in Chicago. Nolan tries to apologize, admitting that 20 years as a husband made him more human than he ever thought possible. Debbie doesn't want to hear it. She screams that he can't fix a genocide with an apology. She punches him in the chest, shattering the bones in her own hand just to show him how much she hates him. She calls him a bad photocopy of a human and orders him to never come back. It is a devastating emotional execution that leaves the strongest man in the world looking small. Meanwhile, we see the war is already brewing elsewhere as Zoe, a hero in a sleek GDA suit, battles the monstrous Walking Dread. She's fast, she's lethal, and she's exactly who Alan the alien needs. Alan recruits her and her father, warning them that if they don't fight now, the Viltrumites will extinguish Earth. Back at the Grayson house, the bags are packed. Oliver, Mark's hyper-accelerated half-brother, insists on joining the mission. He's tired of being the kid who gets left behind. After a final heartbreaking family dinner, Nolan, Mark, and Oliver blast into the stars. They board a coalition ship, but they barely have time to breathe before the nightmare starts. A Viltrumite ambush rips the vessel apart. The engines go into full meltdown, forcing the crew to eject the bridge into the void. Mark and the others are left floating in the debris, and that's when he appears. Clornwest. He is a mountain of scarred muscle and pure malice, the ultimate enforcer of the Empire. He mocks Mark for failing to kill the Viltrumites on Threxa, and promises to make this death much slower. The fight is the most visceral, stomach-turning battle in the history of the series. Conquest is a demon. He mangles Oliver's arm like it's dry kindling and tosses Nolan aside. He pins Mark against the hull of a ruined ship and begins to headbutt him repeatedly. Mark's visor shatters. His face becomes a mask of gore, but then Mark finds a level of rage we've never seen. He stops feeling the pain and starts feeling the hate. He headbutts Conquest back with the force of a falling moon, shattering his own skull just to break Conquest's nose. Mark chokes the monster, dragging him down to a nearby desert planet. He doesn't just punch Conquest. He pummels his head into the bedrock until there is nothing left but a red crater where a face used to be. Mark stands over the corpse, unrecognizable and broken, as Nolan and Oliver descend. High above, the coalition leader, Theodos, watches the carnage and realizes the secret war is over. The Viltrumite War has officially begun, and the universe will never be the same.